So the war continues. Oh boy. So we are working our way through purple. Bit by bit. An unending stream of dragon masters pouring out upon their unsuspecting heads. Well, at this point they know exactly what's up, but they continue to fight back with berserkers, which is tough. But hey, berserker's their strongest unit, and they're still losing to my unit, so hey. Okay. Was there anything? I guess this turn's done. We'll just hit next. And while that's processing, I will grab a link and post to Discord. We've kept the worlds and the number of opponents kind of smallish, so the turns don't take too long. But I could still sneak in a thing while it, okay, what's this? Oh no, not Miss Swordsman. Are you probably from a node? What should I do to them? I don't want to spend too much, but... Oh, we're inside of his nature. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna go all in. Ow, that sucks. Well, whatever. It worked out in the end. Wish I had Ice Bolt. That would be good. Yay! Our swordsman actually won somehow. Oh, come on. I don't have a good trick for dealing with you. Damn. He's afraid of me. Despite the black sleep. Wow, isn't this interesting? Hey there, Drabard. Yeah, for at least a little while longer. I look forward to going back to my normal schedule. That was hilarious. He got me with the black sleep, which was unlikely after I lionhearted. But then he's like, oh no, he's too strong! And was terrified of my sleeping swordsman. Amazing. If he'd gotten zombies out, he would have won, though. Boy, this unknown fellow, he gets a long turn, doesn't he? Oh, here we go. Abundance! Yes! That is what we need. That is absolutely what we need on every city. The ice storms weren't working very well. I think I'm just gonna start throwing inspirations around instead. Alright, meanwhile, over here... Okay, that's a complete unit. Where do we put you? That's okay. That's an acceptable overlap. Ah, but you gotta have a mountain so you can build. Okay, mountain. Everything's good. Alright, go here. Alright. You just need a few more and then you'll come flying south for the winter. This army... This is probably fine for the moment. I've got to bring in, more stuff. Alright, what we're probably gonna do here is move these guys this way. We might end up having to pull some of these guys out Alright. I'm going to need to ship down a lot more stuff. Somewhere there's a hidden unit. No. Spear! In water. Sure. Let's go with that. And let's purchase a few buildings. Or should it be more units? The units are expensive, though. I mean, the buildings are expensive too, but they give you permanent gains. Only 2 out of 5? The horrors aren't trying hard enough. Did the other 3 at least go mad? Oh no, not me spearmen. Well, you have little hope. Oh, what the hell. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, fair enough. They're just spears. Okay, here we go. Oh, you didn't go for the black sleep this time. Confident, are you? It's hard to get spells through a node. I don't know that any of these will work. Best bet is this one. Went through. Alright. Okay, no more hero. We even got fame for that. Nice. Put one here. Need to just put inspirations everywhere. Although, I want that abundance. I really want it. No, don't turn that on. Okay. And another. Good. Alright. We ready for an attack? Oh yeah, this one we can do. Oh yeah, this one's a win. Only 3 Zerkers? Ha. Well, you got one of us. You got one of us. Oh, that actually went through. Oh, you're screwed. Now I've got extra tanky dragons. Alright guys, here's the plan. Take out the ranged units, then I'll summon another. I'll res the one who died and summon another dragon. Uh-oh. Well, this is hurting. You're supposed to shoot the dragons, not the dragon masters. I've been fighting you for long enough to know how you're supposed to think. You're not supposed to make good moves. It's getting worse. You got a mislead on us now. Alright. I can't bring them all back. But I got the extra dragon off. Okay, another one down. You can't heal them, they're ghouls. Alright, go. Darn it! They got one more in the end. Alright, we're down 3 Dragon Lords. That hurts. Wait, why am I attacking the ghouls? They're out of shots. Alright, because we're not going to win. But they are going to be out of ghouls for the second attack. You know, this is good enough. We'll have to take troops from the other city. One of these is going to die from Kiss of Death before, yeah. Oh, shit, he got 3 of them. Ooh. So we'll have a full crew, but he'll have 3 on his side. Ooh. Not ideal. Not ideal. Well, what can you do? I don't have the spell to heal my troops outside of combat, so, I'll do what we can, I guess. I'm losing mana turn after turn with so many fights. An old Egyptian priestess, huh? Let me see. Heroism. Alright, we got a good door guard. Next up, mud. Let there be mud. I missed slightly. The mud should have been all the way up to here, but oops. Alright, next up. Burn even more of our power. And at this point, arrows are just death. Great. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Ah, perfect. The tiny net will solve my problem. What do we got going on here? One bowman less on my side. Different composition on the enemy's side. Oh. I don't have my proper archers here. Well, we'll just have to make do. Where is this? This is not a mud day. This is Sling Day. Hey! I don't do the flying enemy that they can't attack in the door strat. The round upon round, I'm burning so many mana crystals. Because there's so many fights. Some of my cities need walls. I should have thrown a web. Ah, well, what can you do? Oh, okay. Ho ho ho! Oh, not so ha. Cavalry is an odd unit. Sometimes they hit harder than I expect, sometimes they don't do anything. Oh yeah. Normally you're a big deal. And you're still kind of useful. Yeah, I can still use you. Ah, I actually have a full set of heroes. Is there anybody I don't need? Let's see. You're providing arms master services. You're a noble. Hmm. I'm gonna put you all together. The capital's gonna need a couple more guys guarding it, but we'll figure that out. We should probably throw some buffs on you and craft a few basic items. You know what? You should have this. Yeah, I think a couple dragons. And we'll try to get a couple things crafted to boost your movement speed. I have no idea what's left in the world that you can possibly investigate at this point. There's not much. And what there is dangerous. But we'll try. We'll try to find you something. Who knows? Maybe it'll even work out for you. Okay. Good. One more. Okay, this city needs an archer and a priest and a dragon master. Get that down here. Alright, this army's ready to strike again. We'll transfer one of those there, put the reinforcement. This should work. I'm going to be attacking that city soon in just a second. Looks like I might need an extra archer. Or two. Okay, meanwhile, over here, some of these new towns can produce our food for us. Difficult. Don't worry, the reinforcements are on the way. Block prayer doesn't matter so much when you've got single figure units. What else can I do to tilt the odds in my favor? Well, let's see how this goes. Not great. Better. Oh, it's going pretty good. I don't need to worry so much. Are they overpowered? Considering that they eat 2.5 times what a... Well, actually, no. They eat 5 times what a normal unit eats. I don't think they are. Like, they're strong. They're very strong. But I don't think they're overpowered, per se. The Atlanteans have some problems that hold them back and make them balanced with the others. I think that they might be the best balanced of all the factions that was added. Okay. Alright. All I want is movement. Buy another one. Alright. We get one more of these, and then we move on. You're full. Excellent. Oh, boy. Hup. Okay. You ready for another attack? Ah, they sort of are. Well, what you gonna do? Darn it. Darn. Alright. Darn it! Stop that! Okay. Hmm. Alright. We've cleared them. Alright, all the undead you made of my troops are gone. We'll come back here again next turn to finish the job. Good. No more ghouls either. Your defenses are running down. We know, despite our blimp, we're unable to run away. So we have to wait it out even with the kiss of deaths in play. So annoying! How'd he get one? I rezzed all my guys. It shouldn't have been possible for him to get an undead out of me. The desert will work almost as well. And I may someday find the ability to terraform. Maybe. Oh, you cannot make a bowman. Huh. Well, okay. What the hell? We'll make a fire catapult. I've been curious about those. I've been curious. You'd think that cold weather would do terrible things to giant spiders, but not especially in this game. Oh, well, this one's toast. Run. All right. So many battles, they get exhausting after a while. Cause you can't let your guard down for even a second or you'll be punished. So you gotta play each one to your best. Alright. They're close enough for the arrows to make mincemeat of them. All right. Oh, you're all used up. The gladiators are tougher than berserkers, aren't they? Okay, we're fine. And add a touch of this. You guys have no shield, so that should have hit harder, but it didn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, we're good. No, we're at peace. We've got a pact. He won't throw the ice at me. Until I go to war with him very soon. But, until then, all is well. I was expecting it to do more to the berserkers than it was. I was planning on using, well, anyway. Let's make an artifact. Stick it on him. Expensive. Let's see. Toss a quick endure on him. Make another one. His movement speed is rapidly increasing. Okay, you guys are ready to go next turn. Alright, new shipment. Dragon Masters. I swear I had all of them alive at the end, didn't I? Well, obviously not. Okay. Alright. Alright, Puff. Magic Dragons, go! Oh, please, I've seen the Underdark mosquitoes. You have sturges. Compared to that, our little things ain't nothing. They countered too many of our things. Oh, that didn't work. Shit. Fix him. All right. I think it's finally over. I think we're finally taking the city. It has taken us so much. Can I just end this now? Ah. Okay, there we go. Another one down. They're brutal, they're expensive, but in the end, we are gaining territory. And in the final analysis, that's all that matters. Three left, and then there's one all the way over here. Well, it's worth a shot. Ice bolt would be really handy. Oh well. Alright, this is a good shipment. Get them down there, quick! So you can cast Fireball, but you can't shoot, and my big question is, how many times can you cast it? I really want to do that, but I can't afford to. Hey there, Odd, how's it going? No, we never did. We never found their hangar. We found it once, but it got burned down. Oh, shit. Okay, you went for this. Oh, neat. Guardian Wind. Oh, well, I guess we lose this one. But you never know. We might out-melee you. You really think zombies are gonna catch us? Holy crap. Well, I guess I have an extra trinket of the rabbit now. Surviving on 4 hours of sleep, that's rough. Some people can do that. I don't do well with lack of sleep. Never have. fact, I think after the stream, I might just take a nap. I got no place to be. Alright, what are we gonna do about all this crap? Web. Arrows. More arrows. Ooh, yeah, wow, we took out all their ranged units. They'll throw web on the dragon, and... I guess it did. I still have some of my Easter candy sitting in my locker at work. The malt balls. The ones they call robin's eggs. They're okay. Not the most exciting thing, but they're okay. Okay, we have a staff slot. I prefer them if I stick them in the freezer for a little bit first, though. Does this city need to produce anything? I think this city is okay. Just producing some cash for us. I think that's worth it. Okay, we can move 6 tiles a turn on the map. That is awesome. But I want it to be 7. Wow, it's going to take 2 turns to make that? I have no idea if I'm going to lose this whole stack on this one. Pretty insistent on shattering the druid. I don't know why. That's odd. Okay, let's see what we can do. First of all, can I get the Light of Life? Can I follow that up with, what do we want? Awakened Tree? Ice Bolts and Petrify? Ah, well, it was worth a shot. She's got 70. I think I'm gonna try Lionhearting a dragon. She doesn't have 72, so she can't cast it twice, but... I don't know. There you go. That is very disheartening. Come on, guys. You can hit harder than this. Any more spell casting? Not that's likely to get through the node. No, he can't do it. I may very well lose this whole stack here. Oh, took away my ammo, did you? Oh wow, Shatter affects your magic attacks. I didn't know that. Well, you can't do much. Oh shit, that went through. And that didn't. Ah, go figure. Having all your arrows taken, man. Not much you can do now. Harpies are just ridiculous. They're just absolutely absurd. Holy crap. Holy crap! And then the wasps are just gonna ruin our day. If we're not allowed to flee, we're toast. Please, guys. Oh, do I have anything that's likely to get through? That's not gonna work. This might, but it's never gonna get through. Come on, guys. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Okay. Still not allowed to run. The only ones who should get caught are the Dragon Lords, I think. You know what? We might be okay. We might maybe be okay. We're probably not okay. Should I just push the runaway button and see what happens? Three units. Okay, we lost one hero. Who was it? It wasn't Brax. Oh, Serena, the one with all the magic items, got caught. She had 3 movement, they had 2, they caught her anyways. We lost all of her magic items. Ah, shit. Well, what can you do? I'll leave that one behind. We'll have to get more reinforcements. Alright, I guess this is our next target. Oh, shit, I left a guy behind. Oh, we'll fix that. Okay. Okay. Rush the productions. Have I ever heard of the game Noita? Yes, I have. In fact, I own it. I have not really played it. Like 10 minutes of playing it. Just poked the very beginning of it. Haven't really gotten into it. It looks like a fairly complex game. With a lot to it. I might lose this city and have to come and retake it again. We'll see. much buffing can I put on one guy? Not bad. Oh! And all fell off. Wow. It's so different when we're on the inside of the walls, isn't it? I might. I don't know. I'll probably put up a vote and we'll probably vote on what game I do next. That's what I usually do. I have no idea what games I'd put on the list this time around. Depends on what I decide I'm in the mood for. Maybe it'll be old PS1 games again. Or maybe it'll be something completely different. I don't know. Alright, well, we took out the harpies last time. That only leaves the wasps. We'll need to scoop up some troops. Alright, you can park here for the moment. I think you guys actually should wait. Wait for reinforcements. We've been having a real struggle to take these towns. But the reinforcements will arrive soon. Build one of that. Build one of those. I don't know. I've completed the academy. How much more game can there be? Really? How long could it possibly take me to... Actually, I didn't level up a single time last night. Not even one. And I still have more spells to buy. The respecking is definitely going to massively slow down my character's advancement. But... I don't know. It's fun to try different builds. I'll tell you what, though. I would not play the entire game as a sorcerer. Having sampled it. Unless there's something that I really don't understand about it. It's almost a different game, playing as a sorcerer. But yeah, being at, like, no hit points. Still not having enough MP or intelligence to equip the gear and spells I've got sitting in my inventory, some of them. Uh-oh. Hold on, we need to focus a little here. What are we gonna do to you? How about a web for you? Okay. I'm more worried about those. You know what? Let's heal the dragon. And fill you with arrows. Okay, that should work. He's running? That seems out of place. Alright, we're good. I think that's a wrap. Oh, well, you know, let's throw the living dead at us, too. Those who live in death have arrived. No, don't do that. This is never really worth it. The cavalry isn't worth this much mana to save. But, it's less fuss. I need... Vigor isn't, like... You want the hit points, but the character still needs more stats. If I up his faith, I can sample a couple of other sorceries that have a mixture of intelligence and faith to cast. And I definitely want to sample as many spells as I can, because once I find another respec and I respec out of this, I'm probably not going to get to play sorcery again. So I want to try everything I can. So yeah, Vigor would definitely be the wisest choice, but... Ah, shit. How did you do that? There was a wall in your way. How did it attack me through the wall? What? Oh, the thing threw a rock and broke a hole in the wall, and then they attacked through that. Okay, I see what happened. Okay. Yeah, it's a big ball of earth, but if you cook it first with your fire breath, I'm sure it'll still be tasty. Alright, there we go. Okay. Round 2. I'm pretty sure we've got the win this time. It's a real shame about Serena, though. Alright. What? No, that's not what I meant to do. Well, at high levels, I'm sure with the huge DLC, if they don't add any new XP sinks, you'll probably max out multiple stats. Alright, at this point the auto battle should be able to handle it. Alright, and all that fighting for Aether Master. Didn't I give Serena multiple of these kind of things? Oh well, maybe I could res her. Maybe. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna summon a couple ghosts. The Guardian Spirit and the Magic Spirit. We meld the node and we send them hunting another location. Okay, this is still... Okay, now we've got a 1-2 punch. Now we're ready to go in. Okay. My food production. I've never had it this bad with food production. These dragon guys, they just eat so much. Alright. Honestly, this is a total loss no matter what I do, but we'll give it a try. Yep, that's about what I thought. At least in my MP. Okay, look, the lake is yours, okay? You can have the puddle. For now. Man, this war's going way too slow. It's just too difficult to crack his cities. Shuffle? In which game? Oh, really? So you're just as viable at level 1 as you are at level 99 in the DLC, huh? I would have never guessed. I'm guessing you just, by the time you get to the DLC, you're already basically max level, that kind of thing. Alright, we got two options here, both of which are very iffy in their own ways. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll toss a ghost to go scout directly in this volcano and see what's in there. Next turn we should be ready to attack again. Alright. We've melded a new node. Hooray. I really want abundance. It could help us with our terrible problems, our terrible food issues. Contemplating Lionhearting a hero, but I can't imagine it making the party that much stronger right now. DLC, let go to 150? Whoa! Ugh. Is it the scoot tree branches or whatever it is that the tooltips keep telling me about? There's something that the tooltips keep telling me is very important that I haven't seen anywhere in the game. And it says you get them in like the Land of Shadows or some shit. I'm guessing that's a DLC thing, right? Yeah, that's what I suspected. Oh no. Why aren't we hurting you? This is bad. Oh, this is very bad. Oh, this is getting worse by the second. What happened? I rezzed my archers. Why are you at 1 hit point? Why are you invisible? What is happening? I can't afford this kind of weirdness right now. this better, but I need those archers. I need them kind of badly. I really need those archers. What the hell? Alright, they've retaken the city. I'm gonna have to take it again. That's bad. You got disbarred from the Bard Guild? You had your Bard license revoked? And then they celebrated your disbarment being the best of the year? What? Alright, less Harpy this time. But we don't have Serena. Can we do that? I don't know. Let's wait a turn for you to heal a little more. What city fell? I lost a city, didn't I? Where is it? I'm positive I lost a city last turn, didn't I? To Rajak. But the archer went invisible, right? How does he only have 4 cities still? How? How? What is happening? I don't understand. What? Am I losing my mind? What is happening? Oh, I know what happened. He burned the one that was settling. He burned the settlers. That's why. Ah, that sucks. We have to start all over. Alright, we will do so. Well, as punishment, we'll take one of his cities. Might as well begin with these. Ooh, he didn't die. That's good. Drat. He's gonna get some of my Dragon Masters again. Ah, I still haven't played the Quest for Glories. Alright. Very good. If our first punch just takes out his ranged units, that's good enough. Nice. Finally, did something. Yes! Alright, from here, just cause them pain. Alright. Pretty much guarantee punch too, we'll have no problems. Alright. In theory, they shouldn't get any undead from this. And I should have a full 9 units get out of here. In theory. Let's see. If so, this will be the smoothest operation we've had. Taking one of their cities. I think we can just overwhelm them. I think we can just overwhelm them. One dragon countered. Darn. Yep, this is over. How far from win am I? You can guess as well as I can. You can see the situation. I still have all the Mirren plane with no knowledge as to what's on it. Whoa, wait. Whoa, I saw that. And I still have another opponent after this. I don't know. It depends on how efficient I am at breaking Raven. And then what's going on the Mirren plane? If I were to take a wild guess, I'd say probably at least another week. Probably. But you never know with these things. Do I need another Zeppelin? I might. Need more casting skill. Always more casting skill. Oh no, I didn't break the brewery yet. I hate that building so much. We have a terrible problem here. But no good solutions. Odd. confusion will make him attack his friend. Oh, that happens to me instead. Alright, here's what we'll try for. We're gonna try to stack as many buffs as possible on one of the cavalry units. Ready for the moat. Okay, he's getting better. Weapon. And then save the rest for exaltation. Alright, we've got one souped up cavalry unit here. I cannot cast Exaltate. Okay, well, Oh, there goes the Dragon Lord. Hey, the buff stacking's working! One more city here, and then one more city that's far away, and then we'll be knocking on the door of your capital. Actually, I might just make peace with him and focus on Raven. Oh, what was that? Hey! Sneaky little tornado. Alright, and so much for the illusions. Abundance! Hey. Alright. We need to cast that a whole bunch more. We going for that? Are we? Are we? Should we heal more? Seems like a bad idea. Ooh, wow, there goes another hero. Well, shit happens. I don't know. Come on, somebody get it to work. All of flying meat. I choose you. I have not found a book. I have not found anything of interest. It'd be like that some games. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yep, your wood is warped. Okay. One by one, the heroes disappear. Alright. We'll call that a success. We learned how to cast giant spiders. Okay, well that's great, I guess. Alright. Huzzah! That's looking a lot better now. Okay, this blimp can head home to pick up more troops. You can toss that over there. Looks like we're short a Dragon Master, though. Here you go. Alright, that city's defenses are complete. I want to move on, but we gotta get our defenses over here first. So, ship over there. Looking good. Looking great. Let's see. What do we want most of all? Stuff. That's what we want. All the stuff. Since the game is set in a university, it forces you to eat? Is that how it works? So if it was set in a high school, you would be forced to make your characters regularly use, the water fountains, right? If it was set on a work site, you'd have to worry about OSHA compliance all game, right? I've never really cared for the feed your characters hunger meter type mechanics. I've seen a bunch of games with it. I think it works better in Minecraft than in most others. Because in Minecraft, your hit point regeneration, your healing, was tied to your hunger meter. So that what it ended up being was a delayed healing meter. Which I think worked very well, actually. But most games, it's just, here's a hunger and a thirst meter. Seek fluid intake. Seek more fluid intake. Alright, shoot, I need to summon a couple ghosts, but we'll get to that. Alright, you guys need to go pick up another one of those. I don't know about the cockatrices. I don't know about that matchup. Everything else is a tower. I should probably just pick which towers we're going for. I suppose it's time we looked at them. Angels. Doable. see what you got here. Death Knights. Not as confident in that one. Okay, let's see. Uh-oh. Alright. One more turn. Then we depart. You know what? This is fine. A couple extra guards. This time this city is happening. Need more food. Shuffle. I've never heard of the spell Shuffle in 3rd edition. I've never heard of it in 3.5. So it's not in the core. It would have to have been in one of the supplemental books then. I don't know every spell from every supplement. Not even close. There were so many. Shining South. I haven't even heard of that one. I'm guessing that's a Faerun supplement? I don't know what you're up to, but the answer is no. You can't meld any of my nodes, Rajak. Okay, we can move now. There you go. This city is now protected. That's not as good a protection as you might think it is. In fact, that might even be my next target. We might just go for his capital now. It might just. Yeah, I think we've got enough units for now. Let's go for abundance. I need that on every city. Yeah, I don't know much about Damn Breath. I know a fair amount about the general Faerun area. I don't know, the generic Faerun map. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. You know, the place with Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate and all the cities anyone can name, usually. That one. Pretty familiar with that map, but not super detailed, because I never actually played in Faerun, aside from, you know, computer games. I never campaigned in it. I always had my own custom settings. And so did everyone else. Alright. Let's get that down. Looking good. Looking great. Awesome. I didn't even need mud. Okay, in what way? Does it allow them to teleport with other party members, swapping places, maybe? That's what the name would imply. Oh, that was a miss. Well, he finally died. How unfortunate. Oh well, we'll get another one down there. If he had just held out a little longer, reinforcements were literally en route. Oh, okay. It just gives group short-range teleport. Ah, okay. But you could run further than that, so very short-range teleports. Still, you could use it to get vertical height. Get behind a door and unlock it, depending if you're familiar with the other side. Or could drill a hole through the door so you could see the other side. It could have uses. Mostly, though, the only thing I can really think of is avoiding provoking attacks. Okay. You annoy me. Oh shit. We're in deep trouble. We are all of a sudden in deep, deep trouble. Let's see if we can dig ourselves out of this with bacon. That cannot be allowed. Okay, that was closer than it should have been. Alright. Next turn, we're gonna hit him. I guess the only question is it a standard action or a move action for the teleport. I don't mind him using abundance. It gives him something that he'll spend a bunch of casting time on, and then his cities will have higher populations when I conquer them. Pure upside from my perspective. Yeah, eventually. Ultima Underworld is one of those landmark titles. So I gotta try it at some point. Oh, man. So... Radjack's capital at last. I really want to knock this out now. No, I already told you no. Oh shit. Okay. Alright. Well, we're not going to be spending gold on buildings for a while. Alright, look, I'm just going to put one of those there for the moment. Oh my gosh. Alright, we'll push an archer here. He seems to be running lower on stuff generally at this point. Take a look at what's in there. Okay, ready. Well, ice storms won't hurt ghouls, so... I don't think this works against them, but this will. If I put resist elements on all of you, which will only take a couple turns, the ghouls should have a lot less punch. Alright. Alright, and with extra guards this time. Every turn we're gonna have less money than the turn before. Our resources are going to very rapidly dwindle while our casting skill skyrockets. Oh shit. Another one. Oh, this is a pretty serious attack. Alright, this one's pretty serious. Ah, he's trying to reclaim the city I just took. Well, good luck with that. Yes, I feel like I shouldn't waste my arrows when I haven't buffed. Yeah, we're making this as difficult for you as possible. Alright. Alright, maximum power. little less than max power now. Best thing about mud is I'm always the one making the attack, which is the advantage in this matchup. Crawl through the mud just to get eaten by a dragon. Man, can you imagine having to play a thing like this in Elden Ring? You gotta go over this narrow pass where there's a dragon at the end, a fire-breathing dragon, and everything is mud that slows you down to a crawl, so you can barely move. Guardian Wind, good choice. We're also out of arrows, so... Uh-oh. Whew. Success, but also burning an absolute ton of resources again. You don't want to fight the mud dragon? Excuse me, we just had this fight. Oh, this one's not in a node. I think the AI likes Kiss of Death a little too much. Success! Rajak, you tired of losing yet? Why don't you beg for forgiveness? Beg! I got a friend to play Subnautica. It's been like over the course of a couple of months, a little bit each weekend. Oh man, I don't think he likes it. Like, he was into it at first, but I don't think he has the patience at all for it. And so I've just about given up on getting to see him finish his playthrough. Alright. Here goes everything. I was told that Below Zero wasn't nearly as good as the original, but I didn't try that one myself. Alright, what do we need most? Counter magic's a problem. We'll just try to raise Dad through it. If I lose all the Dragon Lords, it's not that big a deal. But I really hope he doesn't get, like, a ton of Dragon Lords. Because those might do him more good than the ghouls. From what I've heard, I don't know all the details, but from what I've heard, the main character talks. Hold on. From what I've heard, the main character won't shut up, which is a huge problem with the atmosphere, and it's like I immediately understand, like, yeah, that sounds like that would completely wreck the whole mood. And then I'm told you spend a lot of time on land, running from... And the first Subnautica, land was the worst. I hated being on that first island. Like, this is a game optimized for being underwater. So just hearing those two details, I'm like, I can understand why people didn't like Below Zero as much as the original. Like, I totally get it. Still might be worth playing. But, kind of have to wonder about the developer and how they could, you know... how they could misunderstand their own product like that. There are land vehicles that might help, but do you just fall through the ground all the time like in the original? Wow, I should say objects fall through the ground all the time. Oh yeah, I think what really killed it for my friend, I think the thing that really killed his enjoyment was we found a bug. We found a terrible bug in Subnautica, and it took me a little bit to look up and figure out what the hell had happened. Did you know you can accidentally delete a whole bunch of lockers filled with your resources? If you have them aboard the Cyclops. So, he was digging around. He just got his new thing, the repulsor gun, the one that pushes stuff. And he fired it inside his Cyclops at the Markiplier doll. And the Markiplier doll disappeared. Natural conclusion is, ha ha ha, it killed him. It blew him up. Little did he realize Markiplier had his revenge. For later, after saving, and, you know, it's too late, he's only got the one save file, he finds a whole bunch of his lockers missing. And it took us quite a while, including the one with all of his ion cubes and all of his keys to the alien facilities. And all of his tools. Eventually, I tracked down on Google, this is a known problem. Specifically, that tool, the repulsor gun, deletes things inside the Cyclops. And I mean, in this case, it deleted things in a completely different room. He found some fascinating bugs. Another time, his Seamoth, he was just driving the Seamoth around and it got stuck. And it was just stuck. There's nothing there. It's just in water. Like, literally nothing anywhere near it. And it was just stuck and could not be moved and could not be unstuck at all. So eventually he just went and built a new one. That was the end of his first Seamoth. Subnautica's amazing, but they really stretched that engine past its limits with that game. They really pushed it. I think the game was originally going to be a much smaller affair, and then Markiplier played it and it became super popular, and suddenly they had funding and could make the game bigger. I suspect that's what happened with it. Alright. Rajak is temporarily out of commission. He's got 2 cities left to his name. Just 2. And then we can focus on Raven. And I'll definitely want as much setup time as possible. And hey, look! A new batch of warriors. Let's send them to that final city, eh? Alright, look, I want you to produce an archer. Just a plain old archer to guard this. Need more resources. Hey, we're getting a Subnautica 2 though, and there's a mod. Have you heard of Call of the Void? It's not been released, and it's hard to say how far in development it is, but the trailers look amazing. Hold on a second, let me get you the trailer link for this thing. So there's been some different mods that were interesting. But most of them weren't really games, but more like concepts. Like one of them, somebody made a mod with a Leviathan so big that it could swallow your space shuttle while you're trying to escape. Oh yeah, and changing it so that the sunbeam, instead of getting shot by the laser, just gets swallowed by a Leviathan. And it's like, those are some cool concepts right there. But, nothing complete. But Call of the Void looks like a whole thing. If it ever gets finished. Let me see. Here we go. I am cautiously optimistic about Subnautica 2, but I expect great things out of this mod here. Yeah, they've been working on Subnautica 2 for a couple of years now. It's way into development. They actually went into Subnautica and they hid. You know the time capsules? Where you can find stuff left by other players? They added some time capsules to Subnautica like a month ago. And those time capsules contain spoilers for Subnautica 2. They just did that. I'm actually not sure the exactly when they did it. I just know it was recent. Alright. Alright, you need to get back up here. Alright. Toss those there. Might as well give them resist elements as well. Okay. Oh no! Fuck. We'll fix that next turn. Alright, you need to make a couple archers and a priest. You need to make a couple cavalry. Let's get a few more units down there. Upping that casting skill. Neil doesn't watch Master Magic. He only comes for specific games that he's interested in. If I wanted to summon Neil, I could always play Baldur's Gate. Oh, Baldur's Gate 3. He'd immediately appear then. But no, I can't. There's already too many different editions of 3rd edition. Oh, they're making another one! First. We'll need armies to plug the holes. Alright. Are we ready to hit this? I don't know. Are we? I'm not convinced that we are ready to hit that. Oh wow, we can cast this in one turn now. Oh, I would strike next turn. You've heard me talk about it. A lot of people really like 5th edition. Every time somebody starts talking about it and I hear about the game mechanics, something in the game mechanics will rub me the wrong way. Every time. Every time. It'll just be something where I'm just like, no, that's stupid. That's wrong. Why would you do it that way? And I can't tell if it's just me being a cranky old man, or if it's... I mean, it must be how the people who were fans of 2nd edition felt when 3rd edition came out, right? But I really liked 3rd edition. 3rd edition was really well put together. Well, after a couple of revisions, it was really well put together. In 5th edition, you can't have more than one buff. Not because you're not allowed to have more than one buff, but the system's mechanics are like, you can only maintain one concentration spell, and almost all of the buffs are duration concentration. I understand. You want to make the game a lot simpler with less bookkeeping. You want to streamline it, but holy crap! That was a lot of the gameplay, the strategies. But okay. Then, a ton of the different buffs boil down to the same 2 words. Combat advantage. Or combat disadvantage. Like, so many of them just do the same kind of thing. At least that's what it sounds like when I hear it described. Again, I didn't buy the books. I stopped buying their books because of a 4th edition book that ticked me off. 4th edition is worth getting some of, and mixing it into your 3rd edition is my opinion of it. Like, they had some really good ideas in 4th edition. Some. that were very much worth reverse engineering into the older editions. They had the best barbarian I've ever seen, still. Like, 3rd edition barbarian. It's serviceable, it's a barbarian, but all the barbarians are the same. High base attack bonus, rage. At this level you get this ability, at that level you get that ability, where the fighters could actually all be different from each other by having a variety of different things going their way. Just different builds that you could be as a fighter with your feats. The barbarians, they were all the same. Still, it was serviceable. 4th edition comes along and goes, what if you had a whole bunch of choices as to what kind of barbarian you wanted to be, like what powers you wanted? What if Berserk wasn't just, I enter a rage and get +2 strength and constitution? What if you entered the Rage of the White Dragon, and your powers are primal, like this barbarian's rages were supernatural, where they would tap into animal spirits and things and gain powers and abilities, and so the barbarian could fly into a rage where he's just spewing fire everywhere, or, you know, just whatever. Brilliant! Amazing! I love the 4th edition barbarian. I could nitpick about a bunch of their powers and the way it worked, but I won't. I'll just say conceptually that is the best Berserker I've ever seen. So, I am happy to just play Pathfinder and just reverse engineer those powers into Pathfinder and be like, yeah, no, this is a much cooler barbarian. We're just gonna make this work. Yeah, there was a handful, but man, what they did to the bard was inexcusable. What they did to the monk wasn't much better, and the paladin was bad. Because somebody played a paladin at one of the tables that I campaigned with them for like half a year, and the paladin is just weak because he needed too many stats to function. I don't even remember the details exactly, but the way they had balanced 4th edition was everybody was pretty much just using 1 or 2 stats, and the paladin, I think the paladin needed 3, but his abilities were balanced to be at the same strength everyone else was, so he just ended up being weaker than everything else. It was sad. And I couldn't fault the player's build. The player hadn't done anything wrong building the character. It was just, the paladin just wasn't very good. Now, the biggest problem with 5th edition was that spells were gone. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no, that's a problem now. Hold on. Invisible enemy. Oh dear, what do we do about this? Can a tree see invisible things? Okay, we have a big problem now. I don't think I'm allowed to heal them any longer because I rezzed them. Where are you? Alright, we found the Night Stalker. Banishment would have a 60% chance of working. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold him down. Alright. Next. You're not supposed to be able to heal them, but this isn't healing. This is exaltation. So he should have temporary hit points. That should work. Oh, that didn't work very well. Crap. Ah. What can I do? Pigs? Shit! I don't have an out. I think the Night Stalker's just gonna wreck our shit. Oh, how unfortunate. This is one of my resupply armies. Run away? We still lost another unit. Okay, we're going for this, his semi-final army, or Cat City. Oh. Oh, that got through. That got through, okay. Yeah, and Pathfinder put in a bunch of barbarian abilities into the core. Where you could make, like, a bite attack once per round and stuff. But, as I said, the 4th edition way was just the best. You just chose different rages, and they were awesome. Some of them were awesome. The concept was there, and I believe each rage started with you making a really powerful attack. Yeah, what they did with the Bard ticked me off so much I wrote a 4th edition Bard class. I used to have a website, and I had it up there with a bunch of other stuff that I had made. Alright, if this comes to a 1-2 punch, they won't have any ranged units left. Alright, we're finished with our first raid. Oh, well. Alright, there we go. We'll strike again next turn. But our army will be weaker. Their hit points drained. There we go. Alright. You got 5 left. not going to be able to maintain this much longer. But the casting skill increase. No, bards have no business casting magic missile. Bards use spells like sleep, charm. They use enchantment magic. They use sound-based attacks that nobody can resist. The damage type of. They don't use force magic. That's a wizard thing. That's evocation, along with fireballs. Now, bards can use wands with magic missile and stuff. They can use scrolls. But their innate magic, I absolutely feel like their innate magic being mind manipulating fits them so well. I really like the 3.5 bard. They can wear light armor. So they can use all the mind manipulation magic. They're better at mind manipulation than any other class in the game, having access to spells like Modify Memory. Nobody else gets Modify Memory, just them. Yeah. I know you feel different about it, but man. Yeah, I don't like bards being blasters. That's what sorcerers do. What's interesting is, kind of by accident, just by the nature of the game, in core, the only two classes capable of being dragon disciples, it was obviously built for sorcerers, but bards could qualify. So bards could become half-dragons. Being a half-dragon is pretty wild. Yeah. Yeah, of course we're gonna go for it. It's just... tough. It's gonna take us a few tries. Oh yeah, we got it. Well, that'll give him one. Okay, you've used up everything. Here we go. You'll have one dragon summoner next fight. Berserkers are a problem, though. Oh, alright. There are 4 left, and they'll get 1 Dragon Lord. Get him. Alright. Toss in Zeppelin. Alright, there's no choice. You have to. Jack isn't attacking me so much anymore, is he now? Gee, I can't imagine why. Mammoths might be an issue. Everything else here, though, bleh. Oh, actually, the mammoths are slow. They're not too much of a threat. Just wait. You'll get your turn soon. Alright, here we go again. Ah, the second army has arrived over there, but we're not... We've been slowed down. Ah, we need to get there. Alright. To hurry up and win this battle, if we end Rajak, we'll be free and clear to focus everything on Raven. Oh! Okay. Prepare yourself for the tragic tale of Paizo. Alright, so basically there was this company called Paizo. They got the rights to publish 2 magazines, and they published them forever. This was their company. They just made these magazines, and the magazines were called Dungeon Magazine and Dragon Magazine. And they were just all kinds of stuff for D&D. Dungeon would give you all kinds of adventures and dungeons. Every month you'd open it up and there'd be a whole bunch of adventures you could run and play. Dragon Magazine was filled with all kinds of new classes and magic items and all that kind of stuff. They were very popular. People liked them a lot. Then, one day, Wizard of the Coast is desperate to make more money. They have a fire lit under their butts by their overlords at Hasbro, and so they decide, with 4th edition, they're going to make Dungeons & Dragons a subscription service. At the time, MMOs were all the rage, and World of Warcraft was, you know, the biggest thing ever. And they just decided they were going to make their game more like World of Warcraft, and people were going to pay every month to use their game. And one of the things they did was they took Dungeons and Dragon away from Paizo. They looked at Paizo and said, you can't make Dragon Magazine anymore. You can't make Dungeon Magazine anymore. We're going to make that ourselves, and we're going to make that part of the subscription service. Paizo went, oh shit, our entire reason for existing has just been yanked out of our hands. What do we do? We have a whole bunch of employees who are really, really knowledgeable about Dungeons and Dragons. So, after talking about it amongst themselves, they decided to make their own variation of D&D. Pathfinder was 3rd edition Dungeons and Dragons with some extra stuff put into it. And some things had to be removed. So, Wizards of the Coast does not own the rights to dragons. Dragons are mythological creatures, so they could have dragons in their game. Hasbro does not own the idea of goblins. Hasbro does not own the idea of minotaurs. Almost every single monster in D&D, they don't own the rights to. So they're all in Pathfinder. And they're basically identical in stats and everything else, too. They fixed things up here and there. They added some abilities to the classes, the core classes, to combat all the power creep that had happened. Their stuff is completely compatible with 3rd edition. You could drop anything from 3rd edition into a game in Pathfinder, and it would work. It would mechanically all fit and work together. And they were hoping for, because I was in a meeting at Gen Con, a event, and they had a CEO there, and she was explaining, we only need 5% of the Dungeons and Dragons audience to survive as a company. They got a lot more than that. They became a competing brand. I do not know the sales numbers. I do not know if they outsold 4th edition. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but they probably didn't. And Pathfinder continued to just be its own variation. They made a Pathfinder 2. I don't know anything about it. And I don't need to upgrade to it because I don't need more editions of the same game running around in my head confusing me. Pathfinder is already something I could play for 100 years without getting bored. Why would I need to change anything? So yeah, that's the story of Pathfinder. Yeah, Hasbro is in trouble. Hasbro is in deep trouble. So, Dungeons & Dragons did really, really, really well with 5th edition. It actually did exceptionally well. And so they kept pushing to make the sales even bigger, and make it even bigger, because, you know how Hasbro is. Anyway. But now it's on the decline. They also ran Magic the Gathering into the ground. So Magic the Gathering, which was basically a money printing machine, they did a bunch of bad decisions. The first one that always comes to mind is somehow they decided to make the cards out of a much cheaper card stock. Magic the Gathering was a quality product. The cards were good. And suddenly people were posting videos where the cards were garbage. Why would you do that? Card stock is already dirt cheap. You're already doing like 1,000% markup when you take the card stock and you print some stuff on it. Why would you cut costs there? And yeah, I use that as my example of what went wrong with Magic the Gathering because it's so clean and easy to understand. But they clearly did a lot of things like that, and it pissed off a lot of their fans. So, yeah, Hasbro ran a whole bunch of things into the ground. But the big problem is that Hasbro no longer thinks it's a toy company. Isn't that weird? Yeah, they're talking about how they're not really going to be a toy company anymore. Well, why is that? Well, because toys aren't selling as well as they used to. Children are more interested in video games. Go figure. And children are being given cell phones as small children. So yeah, they're not as interested in toys as they used to be. But the bigger problem is Disney. Disney effed over Hasbro massively. Massively. See, Hasbro had a contract where they would make toys for all the Disney movies and properties. Big legal binding contracts with all sorts of crap, you know. I don't read legalese and I have no interest in learning legalese, so I'll just have to take it filtered through other people. But the basic idea is they had to manufacture so many toys to keep the contract. They were required by law to make so many toys because, unfortunately, Disney started making a lot of movies, a lot of characters that nobody wanted to buy the toys of. So Hasbro is forced to produce, market, ship hundreds of millions of toys that no one will buy. So Hasbro is in trouble. Things are looking bad. But they have exactly one bright spot that came to them unexpectedly. They paired up with Larian, and they made Baldur's Gate 3, and that was Game of the Year. But here's the problem. Larian is not going to make a Baldur's Gate 4. They're not even going to make DLC. There are no microtransactions. There's no way for them to mine all the money out of this game. They have this one-hit product, and Larian has already walked away from them and said, we're not working with you anymore. So, they're like, can we turn ourselves into a video game company with this? From what I've seen of your company, no, you can't. No, you will not be able to replicate that success. So, if they decide to sell D&D off right now, I'd be a bit surprised, because I think they're going to try to make Baldur's Gate 4 first. I don't know what method they're going to do. The smart thing would be to farm it out to another studio. But, I mean, I wouldn't count on them doing the smart thing. We'll have to see. Only time will tell. There are still 3 Berserkers here. This is tough. The Berserkers got such a massive buff with this rage thing. How did I lose one? I swear I had all of them at the end again. Yeah, as I said, I don't know. Oh, shit. Oh, this one's gonna be brutal. I can't take this with these. You know what we need to do? Alright, you know what we need to do? Forget Dragon Lords. We're gonna make archers. We are going to make a pile of archers. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You have enough. Just go down south. Okay. Alright. What's going to happen is we're going to produce a massive number of archers. We're going to bring them down here. And we're just going to shoot at the berserkers a whole bunch with our archers. And then we'll finish them off with dragons if there's anything left. Oh, companies have been making bad decisions for the last decade. Clearly, they are completely and totally out of touch. Incomprehensibly out of touch with their fans. And whatever their theories that they're operating under are so far out of whack. I mean, what the hell was up with the Wheel of Time? What was up with that adaptation? Rings of Power? I don't even want to look at what they've done. They do not understand any of their fans at all, clearly. Ugh. Just one after another. It's infuriating. Oh, good. This city is finished? Awesome. That's good. Alright, you guys are still waiting for that. For the go-ahead. Here we go again. Yeah, Konami just makes pachinko now. But that's not an out of touch with their fans thing. I don't understand why they don't farm their IPs out to other companies, though. That's what I don't get. The pachinko machine making more money than the video game, I can understand that. I won't fault them for going with what works. But why don't they give the rights to make their games to somebody else and just pocket the money? Like, hey there, little indie studio with passion. Why don't you make some Konami games? We'll take a share of the revenue and just have free money. And you look like you know what you're doing, so we'll trust that you make, you know, good games that people will like. Hey, you make good games for the IP, and maybe we'll even make more pachinko money. Who knows? Oh. We have a small problem here. I wish he's gonna get a healing off. Unless... Finish him! You missed. Why do you always miss? Wow. Okay, we got away with it. No, I do wish I could, but no, we're gonna wait. Alright, let's see. German SME? Don't know that one. FromSoft, though, yeah. Yeah, FromSoft definitely seems to know what they're about. VanillaSoft also. VanillaSoft is like, yeah, we just want to make the games we want to make. Darn. Oh well. Yeah, I've heard Alpha Centauri is supposed to be really good. Oh, so close. Okay, you're just waiting for a blimp to pick you all up. Alright, grab these. You know what? I'll build a few archers here as well. A few archers here, a few archers there, a few archers everywhere. And eventually... let's let up! Well, you'll have to remind me about not taking a DLC at the time. Usually I pick up all the DLC when I do a game. So if there's reason not to, you gotta let me know. I still remember my lesson with Darkest Dungeons DLC. Terrible blood curse that never goes away. Yeah. Someday when I play Dark Souls 2, I have to avoid Scholar of the First Sin. That DLC is supposed to have really manhandled that game. I've heard one of the Endless Space 2 DLC imbalance that one as well. Do we want Survival Instinct or... You know, Earth Elementals could make a huge impact on the battlefield. I think we should take those. Oh, hey! Camel Riders! Well, those are cool. But I'm not able to afford to spend money right now. Sorry, camels. Alright, make the brewery, and then you'll trade goods. Alright. You're fine. Okay. No, wait, not done yet. I'm going to ask you to make one art. Oh, right, no way to make... Right, no wood. Right, of course. Alright, this has to be the finishing blow. This has to be the finishing blow. This has been a long, uphill battle. Got it. Alright, we're in position just outside the moat. Okay. We are inside the walls. There's not going to be much left of the city after the number of times we've fought in the streets. Zombies. Come on! Just die already! Alright, there we go. He has a single city left standing. Just one. This has been a long, brutal conflict. But we've already got one army in position. We can move this army over. All we need now is those archers. How do you still have so much men and gold? Ah, whatever. You know what? After that, you really should build yourselves up the rest of the way. Yes, you should. We've been needing to do this for some time. No, go ahead and make one more. Okay, yes. Build all those. Okay. Nope, the towers have not been broken yet. One more city, Rajak Falls, and then as long as the towers haven't opened, I can bring my entire world against Raven. Even so, he's at one city. How does he have mana? Where is it coming from? Alright. Oh, this is annoying. Nice. gonna get a chance to drop by Akihabara too. Well, yeah, let's go for the Oracle. Let's get Pegasi out of that town long term. I need a quick endure on you. Alright, very good. Very good. Keep doing the abundance. There's not a... Yeah, nobody near here. All right. No, Rajak isn't warping any nodes or anything at the moment. What you got here? Desperation. This smells of desperation, Rajak. Surely you don't imagine that this army could actually work. Lost its turn. Whatever. I've got tricks. Tons of tricks. Even without my dragon. Still frozen, huh? Alright then. The weakness of flies is webbing. Wow, they got that dragon good, didn't they? Well, they did some damage to us. I don't know, was that one from Unearthed Arcana? Or was that from something else? I don't remember that particular ability. I was pretty laser focused on the core rulebooks. I used those as my guideline when writing my own, and always, no matter what other books are allowed, those would always be in any game. Generally, my rule was, and I recommend this to all DMs, choose which books you're going to allow. You cannot allow every supplement. Bad things will happen. Just just pick one or two supplements and say, this campaign has the core rules and just these two supplements over here. And I never even got to play with Oriental Adventures and the Psionics Handbook, both of which I really wanted to. I never even got to do those. Sadly. Let's see, you guys are moving out. You're just gonna have to hold the line until this arrives next turn. You guys are heading this way. And the archers are complete and moving in. You know what? I can put an extra dragon lord in the capital. That would be fine to do. That would be fine. Oh, complete arcana. That was a good one. Yeah, that does sound like something you'd find in complete arcana. And you're gonna beg me for forgiveness now? I want all those nodes. Half the world is glowing purple. This cannot be permitted to continue. Missile immunity. Well, I'll just do this. And then my dragons will hunt you down. Oh. End of stream already? Alright, this will be our last turn. Our last turn for today. Tomorrow will be Elden Ring. And the day after will be more Elden Ring. And then he'll be back at conquering the world through dragons. I've already made up my mind that the Atlanteans are the best balanced, and that I like them. I like them quite a bit, actually. But I want to finish this game just because it's been interesting. Perfect. You guys can trade goods. Okay. And I'm curious to know what's going on in the Mirren Plain. We are currently on... Let's see. Pop those in. He's going to be annoyed with me. Alright, it is turn 15-16 July. Rajak is having a bad day. Raven is still more powerful than I am by a good margin. But he's not growing as extreme as he was. However, if I trade him a couple of spells... Militarily, I'm considered kinda weak. Power income, I'm not doing so hot. That worries me quite a lot, actually. The only thing I got going for me is population. Huh. That's probably because I have so many barbarian cities. My cartographer, there we go. He doesn't have very many cities. Just 10. If I have time to set up, I can probably alpha strike him. Alternately, we could just become an ally with Raven, become besties, It's hard to trust a maniacal, but we could try becoming besties with him and going to fight the Mirren plane together. Look at this guy. He's got 6 Look at this. Oh, man. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. And they're full of magicians. Adamant Aura Halcon Magician times 9. Look at how many buffs he's got. That's too much. No, man, he would be brutally difficult to fight against. I would have to create something specifically to counter magicians, and I don't have the tools to do it at the moment. No, I don't have a way to fight him. So, we might actually make friends with Raven. We might actually be like, hey, buddy. Okay, well. Yeah, we might not turn on him. The question really is, what is in the Mirren plane? We just have no information to go on. One of them has at least... These are both early game spells, though. So one of them has at least a little chaos and a little sorcery, and that's all we know. The other one, blank. No info whatsoever. So, I don't know. We will see. Raven just took all the dungeons. I don't know. All the layers are dead because Raven took them all. He's also got the Chickens of Doom with focus magic. That's bad. That's bad. He would be very difficult to fight. He would be very difficult. One of the things we could do is try to put a magician in every city. I think that's actually worth doing as the next project. While we set up and take out some of these towers. A magician would add a lot of firepower and versatility to our defenses. We'll find out. We'll see next time. Until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye.